I'm going to take a few minutes now and discuss the lifting belts. There's a lot of different styles. The only belt that I don't have right now is that Velcro strap one that just looks like it's made out of flimsy stuff that I'm not certain why anybody would want to wear it. They're similar to the ones you see in the people who are walking around in these big warehouse stores, got the big suspenders on, their belt on. Enough said about that. This is the old style bodybuilding belt. My suspicions are they're probably still being used. Notice the wide part here compared to the narrow on the ends. Bodybuilders use these. I've even seen some weightlifters use these things. Essentially, you're going to be better off with this type of a belt, putting it in front where you've got more to push out against and help raise that inner thoracic chest pressure that you're trying to raise up with the belt. We went from the bodybuilding style to the powerlifting style. Now this is a relatively flimsy belt, but it still offers support around the back and the stomach. But notice, it's flat, straight across. There's no large part in the back or the middle. Brought this one in to show you that they even make them for little kids. Had this one made for my youngest son. He's 20 years old now. At one point in this little guy's life, at the smallest position here, it was still too big for him. This won't even fit around his leg now. Shows me how much time has passed, how much I love my kids. And as far as I'm concerned, if you don't have a good family and you're not satisfied with your life, then you're wasting time out in the weight room. Get your priorities straight. The last one I want to discuss is the lever belt. Look how solid this thing is. It just almost forms itself. You know, it's not flimsy like any of these things are here. Look at that. The lever belt works in this fashion. You put it around your waist. Notice how that thing rises up. It goes in there like that, goes into the 4 holes, and then you snap it over. And when that thing goes over center, in this position right here, you are locked into this belt. You have to be careful with these things. I was at a contest. The guy was putting one of these belts on. He had it too high on his ribs. His partner snapped this thing over, cracked his ribs. You know, that lift was basically, it wasn't going to make it because he was in too much pain. So, these things last a long time. This belt's been around with me since the early 90s. Lever belt, great belts. I would encourage you to get something that way. Especially when you're doing any type of powerlifting. You don't have time to dink around while somebody's jerking and reefing on you to get the belt passing. When all you've got to do is put it in, have your partner snap that lever, or you snap that lever, and move on with it. Those are the different type of lifting belts. They do provide a little bit of assistance towards the upper end, 95, 100, 100+% of your 1 rep max. Generally, I advise my athletes and my trainees to go without using a lifting belt until they absolutely have to use it. And that, again, is going to be up in those higher intensity levels.